Okay, what is happening in the Vancouver Tri-Cities real estate market? Has there been a turning point? The numbers from July show some surprising shifts. And this is George Chan. We are going to look into what the latest July numbers mean for you. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you're navigating the Tri-Cities real estate market, stay with me until the end of this video, because we will uncover insights that could save you from common pitfalls in your buying or selling strategy. All right, let's start with the big picture. How is the Tri-Cities market? Compared to June, total home sales across the Tri-Cities surged by a significant 27%, reaching 360 properties sold. This is 20% more than the number of homes sold last year in July. At the same time, total listings actually dipped 6% from June to 2,063 homes. But this is still a 22% jump from last year in July. Okay, so it is 360 homes sold against 2,063 homes. Let's break down these numbers by the property type. Dissecting the number of homes sold, we see that condos make up the majority of home sales, followed by detached homes and townhomes, which are both quite close to each other. When we look at the total number of homes for sale on the market, condos and detached homes are neck and neck, each with nearly double the number of listings compared to townhomes. This split gives us a glimpse into where the inventory is. Now let's look at each Tri-City under the microscope, because what's happening in Coquitlam is not necessarily what's happening in Port Moody. That distinction is crucial for you. In Coquitlam, 93 condos sold out of 559 listings. Port Moody saw 31 sales from 139 listings, and Coquitlam 35 condos sold from 123 listings. Okay, these numbers start to paint a picture, but to really understand the market, we need to look at the percentages. And this is key for sellers. Coquitlam condos had the lowest sales success rate in the Tri-Cities, with only 16.6% of listings actually selling in July. If you are selling a condo in Coquitlam, this number needs to grab your attention. And once a condo did sell, how close were the buyers getting to the asking price? For this, we look at the median percentage of asking price to give us a clear picture, avoiding those extreme outlier sales, the extreme highs and lows in the market. Condos across all Tri-Cities sold very close to their listing price, ranging from 97% in Port Coquitlam to 97.5% in Port Moody. So, how long did it take these condos to sell? We look at the median days on market, which is a good indicator to see if the marketing and the pricing of your condo listing are on point. Because if they are, your listing should get an accepted offer within the days on market. The good news for sellers is that condos across the Tri-Cities generally took less than a month to sell. Coquitlam condos found buyers in 21 days. Port Moody and Port Coquitlam condos took a little bit longer at 25 days each. If your condo is still sitting past the number of days shown here, it is a strong sign your listing is not attracting buyers, and your marketing strategy might need a change. It is time to reevaluate your listing with your realtor. And if that sounds like your situation and you are looking for a fresh perspective, I'm here to offer a second opinion. My contact details are right in the description below. If you find this breakdown helpful, please give it a like, consider sharing it to help others, and subscribe for all of my upcoming videos. All right, let's shift gears to townhomes. How did they do? And more importantly, where is the action? In Coquitlam, 43 townhomes sold from 216 listings. Port Coquitlam saw 17 sales from 68 listings, but Port Moody truly shined with 25 townhomes sold from just 59 listings. So when we put that into perspective, the difference is stark. Coquitlam townhomes sold about 20% of their listings. Port Coquitlam saw about 25% of its townhomes sell. Port Moody townhomes absolutely outperformed, with over 42% of listings being sold. Now just remember the stat here. And how close to the asking price were these townhomes selling? Again, the median percentage of asking price for townhomes was incredibly tight across the Tri-Cities, from 98% in Coquitlam to 98.5% in Port Moody. Let's make a note of this here. And how fast were the townhomes selling? Once again, less than a month across the Tri-Cities. Port Moody townhomes were flying off the market in just 15 days, while Port Coquitlam followed at 18 days, and Coquitlam townhomes took 21 days. Now let's try to remember this number. Again, if your townhome has not received an accepted offer past the number of days shown here, it is time to reevaluate your listing with your realtor. Maybe your townhome is not moving as quickly as these numbers suggest. Let's connect for a brief chat if you're looking for an objective review of your current strategy. You'll find my contact details directly in the description. And if you're enjoying this market deep dive, hit that like button, spread the word to friends, and subscribe so you don't miss out. So that's the story for townhomes. But what about detached homes? How do they fare, and what does it mean for your next move? Port Moody saw 9 detached homes sell from 140 listings. Coquitlam had 65 sales from 526 listings. And Port Coquitlam recorded 31 sales from 165 listings. Here, let's look at the sales percentages to see if we can find some interesting trends. Port Moody detached homes had the lowest success rate at 6.4% sold. This is a significant number if you are selling or thinking of selling your detached home here. Coquitlam saw 12.4% of its listings sell. Port Coquitlam led the pack with 18.8% of its detached homes selling. Now, I want you to make a note of this here. And how close were buyers getting to the asking price for detached homes? From 96.1% in Port Moody to 96.4% in Port Coquitlam. Generally, detached homes are selling at lower percentage of the asking price than condos, which were selling around 97% of asking, and townhomes, which were selling at about 98% of the listing price. Take note of this here. So, how fast were detached homes selling? Detached homes in Port Coquitlam were moving much faster than their counterparts, selling in just 16 days. In comparison, Port Moody detached homes took 27 days, and Coquitlam homes took just over a month at 31 days. Now take a note of this. So with all these numbers flying around, the million-dollar question is, who has the power in the market right now? Is it the buyers or is it the sellers? We answer this with the sales to active listings ratio. Think of it like a market thermometer. Below 12% for a sustained period of time, that's a buyer's market, meaning more options and downward pressure on prices. Above 20% over several months, that's a seller's market, where demand outstrips supply, pushing prices up. And between 12 and 20%, that's our no man's land, a balanced market where neither side has a clear advantage. Now let's see where the Tri-Cities stood last month. Looking at our market thermometer, the condo market across the Tri-Cities, which was in a balanced market in June, saw a consistent jump in July. Port Moody and Port Coquitlam condos saw larger increases in their sales to active listings ratio, indicating more buyer activity. And here we look at how the condo market thermometer has changed over the past 6 months since February. The Port Coquitlam condo market's dip was back in May, while Port Moody and Coquitlam condo markets have shown their ups and downs. The townhome market also saw a general uptick in July after being balanced in June. Here, Port Moody townhomes led the charge with the biggest jump in their sales to active listings ratio. And here is how the townhome market thermometer changed from February 6 months ago. Coquitlam townhomes are coming out of the dip in May, while Port Moody and Port Coquitlam townhomes are coming out of their dips in June. Again, something to recognize is the jump we are seeing in Port Moody townhomes. Remember, we saw earlier that Port Moody townhomes are moving fast. They had the highest sales success rate, and they were selling closest to the asking price compared to their Tri-Cities counterparts. These are all strong indications of high demand for Port Moody townhomes. Oh, and take note of this if you're thinking of buying or selling townhomes in Port Moody. Detached homes were in buyer's market in June, but in July, we saw a significant upward shift in the sales to active listings ratio across the entire Tri-Cities detached market. But that is with the exception of Port Moody. Here, looking at the ratio from 6 months ago, Port Coquitlam detached homes are making a comeback from the dip back in May. Coquitlam detached homes have mainly been stagnant in a buyer's market, and we start to see a push out of the buyer's market in July, while Port Moody seems to be going for a second month of consecutive dip that started in June. So, what is the big takeaway for you? While there's always nuance by property type and neighborhood, July looks like it could be a turning point for the Tri-Cities real estate market. We are generally seeing the market move from balanced territories towards the upper end. This tells us that demand for homes is starting to catch up with the supply. This could also mean we're heading into a period of increasing activity. Understanding these shifts is crucial whether you're buying or selling in the Tri-Cities. The market is dynamic, and what was true a month ago might not be true today. If you're wondering how these trends specifically impact your property or your buying goals, let's have a chat. Message me for a personalized market analysis. There's no obligation, just expert advice to help you stay one step ahead. Thank you for watching. If you find this helpful, please give it a like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe so you don't miss these helpful updates. I'm George Chan. See you in the next one.